Welcome to Joycespiritualguidetarot. This is a tarot reading for all 12 astrological zodiac signs. So take what resonates with you and leave what doesn't resonate for others. I'm going to look more a bit in depth to see what you need to know. And my name is Joyce, by the way. So for a start, some of you are having an offer in love. Some of you are having an offer in relationship. Some of you are having an offer of a new fresh start. And for some of you, you are living where you are, going to another place to start all over again. Or for some of you, you are starting a new relationship. For some of you, you are starting a family. For some of you, it's a new starting job in career. And for some of you, because you've been disappointed in the past, you're living where you are, going into something new. And this can be mental, this can be emotional, something new relationship, and this can be even a move, starting all over, traveling to go start all over. And for some of you are going to higher education for learning. For some of you, it's a work training. Excuse me. And for some of you, the universe is asking you at this time to step up to the ladder. Do what's best for you, career prospects, career ladder, education, and step out of your comfort zone. So for some of you, it's a knowledge or something you're interested in. You want to learn, you want to explore, you want to upgrade. And for some of you, are having a celebration at this time of teamwork celebration, good work, projects, friends, family, loved ones, having a good celebration. And for some of you, you have a good mental clarity. You are someone who can make a concrete, clear decision without putting emotion, sentiments, or trying to cut corners. Some of you can make a decision. And it's asking you at this time, for some of you, if you are not able to make a clear decision, it's calling you out now to make a clear, concrete decision on the way forward of what is good for you, what is best for you, what's going to promote and elevate you where you are in life. And for some of you, you are starting all over again. The universe is asking you at this time and is giving you a new opportunity for you to start all over again, to start afresh in the field of interest, in the area of what you want, in the area of love, in the area of business, career projects. And for some of you, you are expecting communication. There's a whole lot of communication coming in for you. And I'm seeing this more of online communication. It could be some of you are on a dating site, website, dating app. You're having a whole lot of communication. It's asking you at this time to use your sense of discernment for decision making. And for some of you, there's a whole lot of text. You'll be expecting a communication from somebody. There's going to be a whole lot of communication. And as you move forward, and for some of you, this is your career or your prospect or education moving forward and gaining momentum as you move forward, a whole lot of communication. And also, it's asking you if you're in a group work or if you're a team leader or if you are doing a project or if you are working in a team or in a relationship, whatever, it's asking you at this time. Don't compete. If there is a competition going on, you don't have to be competing, okay? You don't have to compete. It's asking you this time to withdraw and use your sense of discernment, your sense of judgment, of think a better way forward, and then present it to the group on your idea, and then they're going to agree to work with this idea instead of arguing who's wrong or right or the best way forward to do something. So that's what it's asking you at this time, okay? Don't no need of embarking in too much competition, logical and a good sense at this time. And if you are unsure, for some of you, if you've been stagnant, you don't know the way forward, it's asking you at this time, you should search within. It's a time to move forward. It's a time to make decision. It's a time to do what's right. It's a time to do what's best for you. It's a time to move forward at this time. And for some of you, you're taking good care of yourself. You are enjoying yourself. You are a no nonsense kind of person. You are calling as it is. And for some of you, if you know you are not a very good mom at this time, and when I say a good mom, being 100% there for your kids, maybe because you've got a tight schedule, or if you've got things going on, you are juggling too much, you can't balance, it's asking you to seek help at this time, okay? Ask for help. You can't do everything on your own. And for some of you, you are loving yourself, you are taking care of yourself, you are nurturing yourself, you are glamorous, and you are wearing something nice, looking good, smell nice, smell fresh, good clothing, good eating habit, good sleep, good sense of fashion, good sense of humor. And for some of you, have a very great charisma, energy at this time. So it's asking you also to use those energies and charisma to your advantage. And when I say advantage, it's not like using others, no. Use it to do something that is good for you. And don't just allow people to assess you and then nothing obviously will come and damp, dull your shining. So engage. The point is engage with people who will bring out the best in you. For some of you who are already in this energy of loving yourself, nurturing yourself, and you have a great charisma, just ask you at this time, keep it up, okay? And for some of you, it's asking you for justice. If there is something that you know that is unjust that has been done to you or is being done to someone else, you can speak up about it and address it and call justice to it. And if you've been in legal system on something, it's going to work out in your favor. There's going to be justice. Just be honest, straightforward, and put all your points across and your concerns. And if you, at this time, you are not able to make a decision, you are withdrawing back, you are just sitting there trying to make a decision, you don't know the way forward. It's asking you to do some meditation. If you do some meditation, your sense of discernment, a way forward is going to be revealed to you in your heart. You don't necessarily need to go out all the time looking for people or somebody pray for me or this. There's nothing wrong with seeking for advice. But at this time, for many of you, the best advice you can get is the one you give yourself, okay? Because when you make that decision and give it to yourself, if there's any mistake consequence, you are the one that is going to bear it. So at the end of the day, you are going to make a decision that is going to be beneficial for you because you are the one wearing the shoes. So you know the way it hurts and you know where it pinches. So make a decision. And for some of you, if you are refusing to make a decision on something, you don't know the way forward. Tune in, like I said, so you can able to move past whatever that it is. And for some of you, you are working so hard, going towards your goal, gradually but surely, dedicated, focused, grounded, going towards your goal to achieve your goal. And for some of you, if you are not, if you've been a bit chaotic, you are not sure, you've been mental, you don't have enough mental clarity, it's asking you to be steady, consistent, quietly, nicely, and steady. Take it slowly to achieve what you want. And at the end of the day, if you focus on the long term goal, on the long term, it's going to work out. It's going to be grounded for you, it's going to work out for you. So keep on going. And if you need a rest, you rest. Some of you, it's time for you to work, work, work. And for some of you, it's time for decision making, mainly mental decision making, logical decision making for many of you. And I'm not seeing so much of emotion here. I'm seeing more of a communication, of a mental, of a logical kind of decision making. That's what on the card for a whole lot of you, our zodiac sign. And if you have been disappointed in the past, hurt, betrayed, it's time to move on, okay? It's time to heal. You have to heal. You have to move on. You don't have to remain there. Sometimes when things happen to us, it happens so that we can learn from it and upgrade and do better. And also in future, when you see that same thing coming in a different person, not necessarily the person you dealt with, but you can see that signs on a different person because the universe has a way of repeating the cycles to let us know or to know if we have learned our lesson. The same thing you went through in the future, you might spot that same attitude or character or that behavior or whatever that toxicity or whatever it is in someone else. And they might remind you, these are the things you're not willing to deal with or go with. So it's asking you to heal. And for some of you, it's asking you to explore. If you have a love offer you want to give somebody, please go for it. Give your offer to someone you think you can be with, or someone you love, or someone you feel something for. If you have someone in mind, go ahead. There's no harm in trial and see if it works out for you. And for some of you, you are not even taking any decision at this time. You are not accepting offer, and people are giving you offer in love, but you are not willing to accept. You want to stay where you are. You want to remain where you are. For some of you, you are keeping your option open, to remaining where you are or being with someone at the same time your eyes is outside, couching, looking to see. I don't know what you want to see. If it's something that is good for you, why not go for it? What's the point? This, life doesn't have photocopy. I always say life don't have photocopy. So do what resonates with you, what's best for you, what makes you happy. So I call upon you, my ancestors. What do my collective need to know at this time? For all 12 astrological zodiac sign, what else do they need to know at this time? What else do they need to know at this time? What else do they need to know at this time? So for some of you, there is an offer for you in love. You're having a beautiful relationship and a beautiful offer in love, reciprocity, enjoying yourself, being in love, meeting someone that you've always wanted to meet. Okay, some of you are going to be getting that. And for some of you, this might be someone who is more traditional, someone who likes to follow the norm. And when I say norm, I mean traditional. Maybe a certain religion you are with a man. It could be your current partner or a woman or a partner coming, someone who is grounded, someone who likes to keep the code of conduct, someone who likes to remain in tradition, keep the tradition going, or their forefathers. This could be in religion, maybe someone who runs a church, or someone who is in religious, someone who is in African tradition, or someone who is grounded, but someone who is rooted in religion, okay, or in tradition, or in culture that likes to follow the traditional ways of the ways of their ancestor. This is someone you are being with. And for some of you from you will say Odogu, or for some of you who are following the ancestral lineage. So, and many of you could be, for some of you, you are embodying this person. And if you are at this time, it's asking you to use that your sense of discernment, your experience, your knowledge, and everything you learn. Teach others what you've learned. Embody others on what you've learned. Help others navigate life through your own knowledge and experience. You could also make a great teacher at this time. You could also make a good spiritual mentor at this time. And for some of you, your cycle is continuing. So the universe is asking you at this time, maybe you've come to the end of a particular cycle. So you are the time now either to continue the same cycle or for you to end it and start something new. Okay, for some of you, I'm seeing that you are not ending it. You want to remain where you are. But you can only do that if it's working in your favor, in your best interest. If it's not working in your best interest, it's time to move forward and choose another path. Okay. If you don't choose another path, you're never going to know what is in there for you. You never know what the expansion or what the fun or whatever would be until you try. So if it's not a favorable place for you at this time, it's asking you to live. And for some of you, like I said, you are just remaining where you are. And for some of you, you are thinking of an idea of way to move forward. You are just thinking it and you are not taking action. It's asking you a sign. You need to take action at this time, all right? You need to go out of your comfort zone, out of your territory. It's time to work. Those ideas you are thinking, or those new places you want to go and explore, or the things you want to find out or know, or enjoy, or experience, or experiment, is calling you out to do that. And while you do that, it's also asking you for balance. Okay, balance. And if you are waiting for something, if you are in relationship, or if there is a particular project you are, it's also asking you to be patient. The way forward and the answers will come to you. And it's also saying at this time, if you are working on something that you know that is something that is going to be beneficial for you, and something of a project, mainly I'm getting of a project on a business, big business idea, is asking you to seek other people that you are going to be working with. People with the same knowledge. It's time for teamwork. It's time for you to allow people to put in their best. Everybody bring in their own knowledges, you put it together, you move forward to make things work. If you want to achieve a bigger vision, a higher purpose, or a bigger benefit result, or you have a broad vision that you want to embark on. So is for you at this time to bring team expertise, different people with different ideas and knowledge, so you can collaborate and work together as a team. And you also, if you are a team leader, it's asking you at this time to also give compliment where is due. When people are working and you know they are doing well, it's always good to give them compliments. Don't assume or don't think, oh, okay, let's just leave it, or just assume they are doing, oh, well done, and that's it. Call out who is doing what and what. Call out, oh, this thing you did at this particular place or at this particular time, or this is excellent in this, that. I appreciate what you did. Well done for your hard work. Give compliments where you do. It will encourage them, backs them to bring out more creative ideas for you to make things move forward for you or in your teamwork. And based on this, you are going to achieve something more significant of much of a higher purpose. And for some of you, actually, is a union. For some of you, is a union of a happy home, trying to create a happy home. For some of you, you want to get married, you want to settle down, you want someone, and this could be it could be anyone, it could be a male, it could be a female. There's no specific gender coming out here. So some of you are looking for something tangible relationship. So at this time, it's asking you that it's going to come. And for some of you, you have so much options. So it's asking you, while you have so much options, sometimes not about all the options you have, is to have the right option and something more tangible, something more decent, something more concrete, something more solid. Okay, it's not about having options. It's the quality of the action that the quality of the options that you have and the action that you are going to take. So for some of you at this time, it's asking you to be careful in your selection, okay? You want a long-term partner, you want a marriage, you want a job, you want a career, you're going on a project, teamwork. Be careful about the options you select. Be careful about the choices that you make. Make sure it's the right one. Look into it, know all the pros and cons and all the details, then you can select. And for some of you, if you are very argumentative, it's time to stop that nonsense. Okay, cut that rubbish out. This is a new year 2025. Some bad attitude have to go. Some bad attitude have to go. You can't always win on everything that you do. If you know that you have a bad attitude, you have something to work on. So it's asking you to work on it. Okay, and don't always argue. You want to win all the fights, you want it to end your way. It cannot always go your way, it cannot always end in your way. And for some of you here, you have an addiction. You have an addiction. So it's asking you, if you need help, seek for it. It's time to seek for help that you need in order to get yourself out of this addiction. It could be anything, okay? Addiction could be anything. It could be you're addicted to somebody, you're not willing to let go, or the end of relationship, you are mourning, you're addicted, you want to know. And for some of you, you are watching tarot reading based on the relationship to get a go ahead order, or for some of you just to get a sneak peek to know what's happening to the person or to know more information about the person. Okay, and for some of you, you are cross watchers. So if you're addicted to alcohol at this time, sex, drugs, um cigarettes, food, drink at this time, whatever that you know you are doing too much, is asking you to cut it out. Too much of everything is not good for you. And if you need help, then seek for professional help or seek people who can help you. And if you are struggling to make a decision at this time, you are not sure on the decision, mainly I'm getting when it comes to work. Try to tap into your intuition. Tap into your intuition to know what's going to work for you. And for some of you who are into African tradition, if it's something solid or concrete, you are not sure, you are not a spiritual person, you can go further to seek for spiritual answers to help you navigate and tell you the right option or the right choices for you. For some of you who are into it, and for some of you who are spiritual, it's asking you to tap into your intuition at this time to get all the answers that you need in order for you to make the decision that you need to make at this time. For some of you, it is something has ended in your life. You are going out starting, you are starting something new, you are starting a new relationship, you are trying. For some of you, I'm getting you want to move. Some of you want to move houses. Some want to move from place to place for work. And for some of you, want to move into a new startup, a new relationship. And for some of you, you want to leave where you are to go somewhere else and start something new, start afresh all over again. And for some of you, you are very successful. You are helping hands. You are sharing your wealth with your family, your loved ones. You are helping. And also, it's asking you to, while you help, remember the raining days, okay? Try to save up for yourself as well. Don't give out everything that you have, okay? Don't give out everything that you have. Try to save up for yourself for when you need it, all right? While you are helping. And if you are juggling too much, you're doing too much, prioritize what is important, especially long term goals. Prioritize what is important. And for some of you, you're meeting up with old friends, old childhood friends. You're meeting up, teamwork, projects, happy moments, reconnecting, rejuvenating, and getting acquainted all over again on the things that you missed. And for some of you, we are going into relationship, business, work, career, projects, and all that. It's asking you to make sure that you seek all the necessary information that you need to know before you make a decision in moving forward. And for some of you that self consumed into yourself, you don't want to see things the way they are. You want to make excuses. You don't want to accept things the way they are. It's asking you to see things the same way they are. Speak up, okay? Stop still sitting there and just, thinking, oh, maybe this or maybe that. There's no maybe anything, all right? There's no maybe whatever. It's asking you to speak up. If you need to make a decision, make a decision. But before you make that decision, make sure you know all the answers and all the pros and cons on what you need to know before you make a decision. So, at this time, let's see, it's asking me to give you one oracle card. As a guidance oracle card. And the oracle card here is the High Priestesses, High Mystic Powers. So let's see what the High Priestess is saying for you. Already I know what it means, but for you, I have to read it out for you. So you know exactly what the High Priestess is saying. High Priestess is saying to you at this time. So the High Priestess is saying to you, align with the lights and focus on all things positive. The High Priestess is a physical embodiment of the divine feminine, the goddess in human form. She has had many names through time and space, but essence his the essence has remained similar, fierce, powerful, and disciplined. So if you are not a disciplined person, it's asking you to be disciplined at this time. This is 2025. You want to make things happen for yourself. It's time to call the shot, as it is. In many medicine and tradition, particularly pre-Christians, and the high priestess was in charge of the spiritual and religious order and was the voice of authority and guidance form of gods. The high priestess in this deck in cohort partner of a high priest. If you look at them together, you will see they mirror each other. Inspired by the Egyptian goddess Isis, she holds the citrums and the musical instruments in the left hand and the high and the Egyptian symbol of eternal life. In her right hand, she is joined by the black cord, representing the Egyptian goddess Bast, who pronounce and protect her from lower energies and stand strong in her glory and her power. So stand strong in your glory and power. Make decision, call the shots, move forward, and do the things you know that you need to do if you are not doing it. You are a mystic with the capacity to connect with energies that go beyond human senses. You are a mystic that connects energies that goes beyond human senses. Within you is a fierce magic that directs your will. There is an opportunity for you to rise up at this time, but it is required dedication and discipline that we are talking about. Discipline, remember that. You are being guided to look at what you are working on or the situation before you and determine where your priority lie. If you are unable to figure out, you must use your intuition, like I said, your intuition, your discernment again, to focus on what will bring you close and closer to your goal and happiness of everyone involved. Something that will bring you happiness for you and everyone involved. Remember when I say that teamwork, give people credit if you have to. If you're a team leader, a manager, a CEO, or you are in charge of any project, give who is due. It encourages them and it also brings out the best in people and they will appreciate you for it as well. So when this card appears, it is also important for you to check with your intuition, okay? As it will give you guidance that will be important for your growth. So, like I said, tune into your intuition. For some of you, like I said, if you don't know how and you have something very crucial, important, seek for a spiritual guidance. For some of you in African tradition, you can find out to know whatever it is you're doing or whatever it is you intend to do if it's going to go accordingly the way you want it. Okay, let's see what other card we have here for you. Let's see what other guidance card we have for you here. What other guidance do my collective need to know for all 12 astrological zodiac signs? What do they need to know? What do they need? The spirit guide. What do they need to know? More information on what they need to know, my spirit guide. What do they need to know at this time? What do they need to know at this time? More cards. What do they need to know at this time? Okay, let's start from this. It says, on the table, time to put your demands on the table and get serious about what you want. It's not time to mess about. Ask for a raise if you need one. Ask for promotion if you need one. Step up the ladder, take charge, and step up again. It's asking you. So it's saying adventure. You make exciting work moves that could take you outdoors or on a trip. You'll be needed to climb steadily to reach your financial goal continuously. Okay, like I said, it's about growth. It's time to work. It's not time to play about. You have an option, many choices. There are many choices. You have an option. Even if you don't see them right now, get creative and look around you. Pull a card for each option to see what's best for you. Like I said, say pull a card to see what's best for you. If you have to seek for spiritual knowledge from a spiritualist, like I said, or a traditionalist to give you guidance on whatever that is important to you, please ask. Don't sit there if you are not sure. And if you are a spiritual person, it's time for you to meditate. Tune into your intuitive selves for answers if you need one. So it says journey, you may move to a new place for work or for travel. And for some of you are constantly traveling for work. It says exploring the world gives you the experience you need to succeed. So if you have to get moving, get moving. Don't stay at one place. That's what it's asking you. Let's see what other card comes out for you here. It says wish come true. Your wish is being granted at this time, but it may not come in the way you expected it. No worries, it is just what you need. So, at this time, it's very important for all the collective, especially the start of New Year, for all your New Year resolution, relationship, what you want to see. You are ending something, you're starting something new. You are working hard, you want results, you want answers, you want to elevate. If it's something you cannot do, go out, seek for spiritual guidance. If it's something that you can do as a spiritual, tap in to find answers. But important thing at this time, there's so many work that needs to be done. A whole lot of it as it's time to move, okay? It's time to work, chase your dream, chase your goal, don't back down. Any addition, cut it off. Spirit of discernment, make decision, cut to the chase, no messing about. Communication coming through, communication going out, sense of momentum gaining, living where you are, starting all over again if you have to. If you are juggling too much, prioritize what's important. Importantly, look into a long-term goals, something that will serve you for long term. If you are working too much, it's also asking you to remember to take a deep rest, merriment, enjoy yourself if you have to. If you don't have mental clarity, withdraw, heal. If you have gone through pain or disappointment, heal before you go forward. If you don't have mental clarity, seek for all the information and answers that you need. before you make any decision in going forward, because it's important that you get it right, that you don't make mistake, especially at this time. For so many of our collective, it's quite a positive. It's positive for many of you, but it's asking some of you, you need to continue working. And for some of you, you need to walk. You need to walk, and it's still coming back again. Time to walk. Okay. For some of you, you've walked. You're waiting for the answer for your ship to come in. You're waiting for the answers to come in. You're waiting for the result to come in. It's gonna come in. It's asking you at this time to be patient. And for some of you, you're at a crossroad, you don't know where you are at the moment or what to do. You are like a magician, you can create whatever you want. It's asking you, if you put your mind and soul to it, whatever that you want to see, whatever result that you want, you are going to get it. But you have to do something about your situation. You have to do something about your present job, your love life, your career move, and whatever that needs doing. But whatever it is, you have to keep moving, okay? It's asking you at this time, it's not time to back down, it's time to move in, make decision. And when you are working in a team, use your sense, use your head, okay? As a team leader, give people credit where it's due, compliment people. It will make them like soften up, okay? They will also see you in a new limelight. And it says, great match. You are on the verge of finding the perfect work for you. If you are looking for one, don't give up, keep working. You may need to grow your own business. For some of you who are thinking it, get out of your comfort zone, get a new business going for yourself. You may need to grow a new business to be truly happy. If you are not happy in your job, and if you're restless, you are not sleeping well at night, or you are waking up consistently, turn off your phone if you have to. Stop watching movies. You sleep half, you watch half on your phone. Rest, okay? If you need one, you know you need one. Rest. And for some of you, you are so busy, busy, busy. You don't even have time for yourself. Maybe you come out from work, you are back home with the family, you're running family, you're working, your side hustle and all that. I know it's a busy time, but whenever you have your time, if it's 30 minutes, if it's 5 hours, whatever time you have, shut down, okay? And when I say shut down, TV, phones, everything, gadgets, if too many kids, if you have kids and they disturb you, look for somewhere else to go. Have your moment of your head clarity, rest, rejuvenate, and then carry on. For some of you who are so extremely busy working, and they say, make it work. You have all the tools you need to succeed, but you have to put in the effort. You're excellent at working. You are excellent at working with your hands and fixing problems. For some of you, you are very practical. You are a practical person. Okay, if you're a practical person, you know, then go into that career path. If you're someone who's more psychological, more mental, reading, writing, contracts, drafting, contracting work, and all that, you know yourself better. Go into what you know that works for you. So the bottom deck here says, gestures. You may be asked to help someone out, or you may need a hand. Give deserve praise to others. Like I tell you, if you're a team leader, okay, it's necessary at this time, okay? And even if you're not a team leader, if you're working with other people and they are good, compliment them. There's nothing wrong with that, okay? And you also will be complimented and you will receive recognition for it. Just summary of what we are talking about. It's always good when you see the good in others, call it out, speak on it, okay? It's not only when people are bad, you point out this, speak on it. Okay, and when you do that, some of you are going to get justice. And again, for some of you, if you're tired, okay, same thing. Rest, prioritize your work. If your house is not decent, you're juggling too many things at a time. When you decide to rest, please off everything that's going to act as a distraction for you. Turn them off so you can be able to rest. So the bottom deck is said, for some of you who are working extremely hard, same thing again, okay? Some of you're working extremely hard. You can see, even though you can't read the card, but you can see how heavy this load is for this guy. For some of you, you're carrying a whole lot of problem, family problem, you're helping work, so many things going on. So at this time, it's asking you to prioritize what is important and what is not important. Let it go. You can't be there for everybody, but you can always be there for yourself first. And then you have more energy, strength, or more to give, you extend. But otherwise, focus, get yourself together, resolve things for yourself first. Get into the beautiful relationship career you need, for the move you need. For some of you, it's even documents, okay? For some of you, it's documents, visas, yeah, from authorities or something. Yeah, documents, visas, passport for some of you is relationship, some of you is work, some of you your internet relationship, meeting new people. For some of you is teamwork. So different people, different things. But in any way you find yourself, spirit of discernment, if you can't get the answers you need to be guiding you towards what you need, then it's asking you at this time, the bottom line, seek someone superior, a spiritual person to give you guidance, give you the answers you need to verify things for you so you can be able to now see all the pros and cons, all the information, then you can make a decision and move it forward. So this is what I have for you, all my collective. It's been an in-depth reading so far. Thanks for watching. If anything resonates with you or anything you wish to share, talk about, or ask about, please put it in the comment section. And remember that this is just Spiritual Guide Tarot, and this reading is for all 12 astrological signs. And also subscribe, and we also have another channel, Just Spiritual Guide, where we do just basic general spiritual teachings. And this one is for your guidance tarot reading. Thank you for watching, and have a lovely day, lovely weekend, and good week ahead. Bye.